All right, Melissa, how are you generally finding things around here after sort of the events of last week?
Oh, we're just getting on with it, eh? I mean, you know, we had a little hiccup, but I'm amazed at the support that I've actually got, you know. I've even had old ladies coming to my office, baking pies for me, and actually bringing, you know, my favourite, you know, fruit from their tree. So it's been...
Yeah, just get your mic.
Yep. Okay, all right. Sorry. Yep.
That's all right.
Okay, so you know, I spoke to a number of people here who say that you may well pick up the sympathy vote. Others say you put your foot well and truly in it and you can't win. What are you hearing?
You know, I'm hearing on the doorsteps what people think, you know, the issues are. You know, a lot of people are not sort of focused on what they've actually heard in the media. I mean, I think, you know, people have seen me on television and they recognize my name, but in terms of what they heard about, I don't know.
But are people bringing up your comments about the motorway and South Auckland and so forth to you?
Not really.
Not once?
Well, maybe once, but, you know, once or twice, but not really. I mean, what's important to them are local issues, and that's what I'm actually hearing. Like, you know, I've been door knocking in Point Chev today, and I mean, I'm all over the place. Yesterday I went to just near Asquith Avenue in Mount Albert, and, you know, this couple, you know, have been voting Labour for God knows how long, and their 7-year-old daughter convinced them that Melissa Lee should be the candidate that you vote for this time round because she's a mother and she's a woman and she knows what's important about family.
And do you find yourself having to explain yourself after last week what you actually meant?
I think, like today, I mean, you know, a lady called me and she apologised for, you know, sorry about all this rubbish that's been going on. Keep it up, you know, that kind of support has been tremendous.
But it's not rubbish though, I mean, because you admitted it was.
No, I'm just saying that's what she said. Yeah.
So do you feel like you have to explain yourself? I mean, did the media get it wrong in any way with our interpretations? I mean,
look, I'm trying to get on with the campaign. You know, it was a great experience. Well, not the great experience, but I think it's going to go a long way to making me a better politician.
I think it was a great experience.
Well, yeah, it's a learning experience. Is it? You know, when you actually learn, you know, you make a mistake, you admit that you've actually done wrong, and you move forward. And you know, I'm concentrating on what's important for the people of Mount Albert.
Do you think you can generally win this seat? Do you think the National Party behind the scenes have kissed it goodbye?
It's been 63 years in the hands of Labour Party. I mean, it's been a Labour seat. It's been, you know, red. And for me coming in here campaigning, it was always going to be an uphill battle. And, you know, but out there, the feeling is there are a lot of, you know, undecided voters. And, you know, I'm not, you know, saying I'm going to win it, but, you know, I'm quietly confident that people actually, you know, see me for the genuine person that I am, and I'm determined and hardworking, and, you know, they believe that I will provide them with a voice in government.
So were you misrepresented last week in any way? I mean, was it, in your comments about South Auckland, I mean, do you believe that most criminals come from South Auckland?
I was going to go back to which bit of publicity are you actually talking about?
I mean, I'll start on the South Auckland stuff. I mean, do you believe you're misrepresented in any way?
Look, I'm trying to get on. I made a mistake. I said I was wrong, and I'm trying to move on. And if you could move on, that'd be great.
And what about tonight? There's this debate apparently out here about the Super City. You're not going. Why is that?
I only found out late last night, late yesterday afternoon, I think it was. And I've got plans. I mean, you know, I had prior commitments, meetings that we've organised. I can't just drop those appointments to turn up to this event. You know?
Super City is a big issue, though, isn't it? Shouldn't you be there as the person that's running in this area? I mean, isn't it right for you to be there? Shouldn't you be there?
Well, I'm already talking to people on the doorsteps about the Super City issue as well. Some people are concerned about it, whether they're actually going to be represented in the Super City. Look, the whole thing is that, I mean, people in Mount Albert actually, you know, like the idea of the former Mount Albert Borough Council kind of representation. And a lot of people sort of have this idea that they're not going to have a say. You know, when we have this unitary... sorry, I've gone a blank. The main thing that people are concerned about in Mount Talbot is whether the 12 God.
the local wards,
No. Sorry. Let me start again. Yeah. The thing that people are actually concerned about is whether, you know, the 12 borough wards and 8, you know, our councillors are in fact going to be representing their views. And when I explain to them that they can actually have a say as to how that's actually going to operate, people are actually quite okay about it, you know. And a lot of people like the idea of one council, you know, because cities are competing against cities now.
And tomorrow you'll be at the Auckland University for that debate, which could promise to be a bit of fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's been in the diary, so I'm definitely definitely turning up to that. But you know, as far as tonight is concerned, I didn't even know, and I've got you know a lot of events to turn up and a lot of people to meet.
Yep, no problems.
So.